to the 4th episode of our adventure exploring southern Utah. In this episode, we will travel back in time and visit some natural and man-made wonders, including Pueblo cliff dwellings. Good morning. It's Saturday the 8th, and we are leaving our campground from last night and headed for Bears Ears National Monument and also Natural Bridges National Monument, which I've been wanting to go to for a while, so I'm looking forward to that. Really wasn't expecting a pine forest here in southern Utah, but here it is. This forest reminds me a little bit of the Deschutes National Forest. Actually, this forest is thicker. It looks like it also has aspen, whereas Deschutes is more park-like in spots. In other words, there's more space between the trees and the Deschutes than there is here. Field.
Solar panel flexible like Larry's, or is it glass?
One I have is solid.
How many watts?
100. So it puts out about 5 amps.
Yeah, Larry was telling me it puts out 200 watts and puts out 12.5 amps. And it's lighter and flexible. What's the brand name on that one?
I think it's DOKIA.
DOKIA? Nokia?
Yeah, I think so. It came off of Amazon. I'm somewhat surprised to see all the pine trees here in this area. I was expecting it to be more like what we were in yesterday, the more high desert mesa scrub brush kind of place. There is one of the Bears Ears, and around the corner is the other one. So we're at the top of we're at Bears Ears National Monument.
It looks better from a distance.
Just like Cleopatra's chair.
Yeah, this area would be great for indigenous people to settle in because of the difference in altitudes. In the summer they can come high, and in the winter they can go down low. Lots of game up here probably.
Yeah, and it being forested gives them a lot of materials to work with.
A couple folks jogging on the road. There's no oncoming traffic, it's clear.
I wonder if they're in training for an event.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that, didn't it?
Coming down off the mountain. That campsite probably has a great view.
I only got one bar. Yeah, you set up there, you'd be set for a long time.
How about the T-Mobile guys? You have these things there.
I did have up on top, but now I don't. We turned off the dirt and are back on pavement, headed for Natural Bridges National Monument. We stopped at the visitor center and are now headed for Sipapu Bridge. We took our time and stopped at all of the overlooks at the monument. Our first stop was to hike the 5-mile round-trip trail down to Sipapu Bridge. Some sort of raptor.
Usually lighter under the wing, aren't they?
Yeah, it is light under the wing. I saw it earlier.
Okay.
The start of the hike took us down ladders and along the face of a cliff. We'll be heading over there shortly. So here's this giant rock overhang. There's the arch.
I'm gonna head back now.
Look up and wave, Kurt.
Here I go.
Looking good, Bruce.
Shadow of the bridge. This is where the Jeeps fall.
For the last no water down there.
Probably is.
We're going up the path that Kurt and Bruce are on, and we're going to get up to that on top of the ledge and then walk along that cliff face before we climb again. And it'll be nice to walk along that face in the shade. We survived the 436-foot climb back up to the overlook and then proceeded to Horse Collar Ruins Overlook. We are at Horse Collar Ruins. There's 3 sets underneath that cliff wall. Our next stop was Kachina Bridge Overlook. It was a little hard to see the bridge due to the oblique angle. Our last stop was at the very thin and flat Owachoma Bridge. It is hard to believe that it is still standing. Okay, we are in the process of leaving Natural Bridges National Monument. We're going to go see if we can camp near some ruins that are about 20 miles away. Those 2 peaks right in front of me there are the Bear's Ears. And we came through the pass between them earlier today.
You thinking of heading to Blanding, Chuck? I'm thinking of running in and then coming back out real quick. Hey, could you pick up some orange juices and some raisins and some things like that for me? Yeah, as long as they have them at a Maverick or 7-Eleven, I guess.
We made a quick stop at the restored Mule Canyon ruins. It was a very rough road back into the campsite at Cave Tower Ruins. There are about 9 ruins similar to this one in this area. The view from the ruins down into Mule Canyon was breathtaking. Well, I think this might be a great site. Good morning. We are just leaving our campground. Today is Sunday the 9th. We're going to go look for some more ruins. There's actually a parking area up in the direction we're going on this road, and you can hike to the ruins from there. But to get to the campground, you need to go over the slick rock, which is a bit rough, as you saw. Well, looks like we got some hikers this morning. Howdy.
Is that the gateway closed or up here?
Chuck is through the gate. He's standing at the gate.
We've entered the Mule Canyon area. There's a fee to get in here, $5 per person, I think it was.
Path to the right is the Trail of the Ancients. Looks like a 4-wheel drive only road.
And that's the road we're taking.
Does that mean I have to shift into 4-wheel drive?
It's mandatory. Park rules.
Okay, let's go down in this little hole and go back up. Those flowers look pretty. Yeah, they're out of the vehicles discussing something. Going down into what might be Dog's Tank Canyon. Looks to me like I want to have my right front tire as close to the cliff as possible.
Yeah,
for where this section is fine, but actually the more you hug your left, the less of a drop you'll get. But it's not that big a deal. It's not worth messing up your paint. Yeah, you're off of it now.
Larry, turn left. Come on. There you go. Now turn her hard left. Bring her straight off. There you go.
Thank you. We came up to an obstacle that needs some spotting to get around. I'm going to take a slightly different line than Chuck is. I'm going to be more to the right. My buddy Bruce is the cameraman for this section.
Going through Trail of the Ancients' last obstacle before hitting Combe Ridge. A little bit that way, I'd say, Chuck. Okay, you're going down now.
Now it is my turn.
Jesus, Larry. More driver. Stop. Stop. We're going to have to stack rocks, according to Kurt. I don't think so, though.
Depends on if he wants to hit his rock sliders or not.
You want to hit your rock sliders? Chuck, you're in charge.
All right, come on, Larry. Hard driver. Hard driver. More. Hard driver. Come on. Full driver. Come on. Full driver.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Easy. Easy. All right.
Okay, good.
What's the clearance on that side?
Oh, plenty.
Good.
All right, come on. Straighten it out a little.
Yeah.
Straighten it.
He's fine on this side.
Come on through. All right, I'm going to pick the hardest line.
Bruce was up next in his 2010 Jeep Rubicon. He makes it look easy.
All the way driver. There you go. I got to get you over here. There you go. Come on.
Bruce has an airbag suspension so he can raise and lower the Jeep at will. Okay, we have turned onto Arch Canyon Road. There's some ruins out here, as well as a couple arches we're probably going to have to hike to. Water crossing.
Hold on a second. Maybe we were supposed to go up the wash. Let me check this out. I think there must have been a route in the wash.
Definitely
Here's some petroglyphs. Boy, this area is amazingly lush.
So Bruce, you said you did this a few years ago?
Yeah, I think about 2017 with my brother and Roger. I remember all these S-turns through the riverbed, but it seems like it's gotten deeper.
Well, I believe that's Hotel Rock right there in front of us. And we are about halfway on this very twisty drive through the canyon, still working our way towards the arches. Two or more cliff dwellings, and they're in very good shape for being 800 years old or so.
That face does look pretty fresh. It doesn't have all the desert varnish.
Must be quite the cave behind that one on the left.
Yeah,
The fastest we've been going on this road is 10 miles an hour. It's usually down around 5, and many times it's more like 1. Just a slow drive. And another stream crossing. Same stream. There's a better view of that thin column right there. Well, we worked our way back up into the pines, out of the cottonwoods into the pines. We are just about to the end of the road and the start of the trailhead for Cathedral Arch first, and then Angel Arch. And right there is Cathedral Arch. Right there is Right there is Cathedral Arch. And this one is Angel Arch. After hiking to the 2 arches, they were very impressive. And the plan right now is to didn't hit that corner right. Plan now to go back to the start of this trail and camp for the night. So we'll be on this trail for a couple hours. Right now it's 2:30, and we'll see if we get there by 5. A couple of standing towers that I didn't see before. And one on the left, pretty thin and tall. We stopped at a wide spot in the wash to let the side-by-sides pass us. Well, the first side-by-side had one child in the back seat with a helmet on. Second side-by-side, mom was holding the kid. Third side-by-side, they had 3 little kids stuffed in the back seat. Looked like they were having fun. Boy, that standing rock off on the left is just amazing. That standing rock again. Pretty impressive. We are just about back to the start of this road. Got about a mile or so to go. And then we'll set up camp. Bruce and Chuck have decided to head back home, and Kurt and I are going to continue on. On the way back, we stopped at the ruined site that we missed on the way in. The occupants of this ruins would have had this view only without the vehicles. We decided to set up camp in the shade of the trees. And this is tonight's campground. We hiked up to the top of the rock wall to take a better look at Combe Ridge.
Did some more blasting on a natural crack.
Yeah. If you like our videos, please tap the subscribe button and the bell icon below to be notified when the next video is posted. I hope you enjoyed this episode of our trip exploring southern Utah. In the next episode, we'll visit more Pueblo and Anasazi ruins and see a 100-yard long rock wall covered with petroglyphs.